Australia is going through a significant change, with significant new buildings, groundbreaking renewable energy projects, and extensive transportation systems changing how the country looks. From incredibly tall skyscrapers to huge power links reaching other continents, billions of dollars are invested in these big projects. But these developments face problems. Delays, cost overruns, and political fights are risking their success. So what's causing these issues? And can Australia's massive projects overcome these challenges and reach their goals? Today, we'll explore Australia's 10 most significant construction projects and discover what's happening with them. Number 10, Southbank. First on our list is Southbank, a fantastic new project that's set to change Melbourne's skyline. Known as Australia's most iconic project, Southbank will become the tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere.
Our vision for Southbank is not to just build another building for Melbourne. It's a project of unprecedented scale, drawing together leading figures of international design and placemaking, truly creating something that would transform the lives of.
Located close to Melbourne's central business area and the arts precinct, this project is more than just a tall building. It's like a city in the sky. The project features two towers, one 366 meters tall and the other 288 meters tall. The design includes a unique green spine, a twisting section with open terraces full of greenery for people to enjoy. This 5-minute vertical city will have everything residents need, from shops to parks, all inside the building. With a budget of $1.3 billion or nearly 5,000 jobs expected to be created, Southbank is planned to open in 5 years.
Focusing on health and wellness, technology, sustainability, art and culture experiences to really create a multi-use world-class development for the community.
But the big question is, will it be finished on time? Number 9, Biomed City. Located next to Biomed City, a hub filled with universities, research centers, and the Royal Adelaide Hospital.
Adelaide Biomed City is a multi-billion-dollar health and biomedical innovation and translation precinct in the heart of Adelaide, bringing together capabilities in research, education, clinical care, and industry.
This project was expected to revolutionize healthcare and medical research in Australia. Announced in 2013, it was meant to put Adelaide on the global medical science map. However, the project has faced challenges from the start. In 2002, the government decided to demolish a historic police barracks to make room for the new facility, sparking outrage among preservationists and political opponents who believe the barracks and surrounding parkland should be protected. These disputes have caused delays and significantly increased costs. Initially estimated at $1.2 billion, the project's cost has now soared to $2.1 billion, with completion pushed back to 2030. This is a prime example of how large projects can go off track, with delays and changes leading to skyrocketing expenses. But Biomed City isn't alone in facing such issues. Let's head over to Sydney, where a long-awaited airport has been delayed for decades.
Being able to walk from the Royal Adelaide across to the SAMRI building, deal with an issue in the laboratory and walk back to your clinical commitments, I think productivity increases significantly as a consequence of that. Also, having lots of researchers of high quality and caliber in the same place gives you a lot of cross-fertilization.
Number 8, Western Sydney International Airport. Since the 1920s, Kingsford Smith Airport has been Sydney's main airport. But with no space to grow, Sydney has needed a new airport for years. An offshore expansion was considered, but concerns about crowded airspace, environmental harm, and noise quickly ended that idea. After decades of delays and debates, a site at Badgerys Creek was finally chosen. In 2018, construction of the Western Sydney International Airport began with a budget of $3.5 billion. The airport is expected to handle up to 10 million passengers annually in its first phase. However, like Biomed City, this project has faced setbacks, including political disagreements, environmental concerns, and budget issues. Despite these challenges, there's hope that this project will finally be completed. Number 7, Central Place Sydney Tech Hub. Sydney's Central Place Tech Hub is another mega project that is attracting massive investment. Positioned next to Sydney's busiest transport hub, this tech hub aims to replicate the success of Silicon Valley, with a focus on industries like cybersecurity, AI, and quantum computing. Central Place will house 2 commercial buildings spanning under 30,000 square meters. with an inviting design of 3 curved blocks that integrate seamlessly with the surrounding heritage structures. With $2 billion already invested, this hub is a crucial part of Australia's strategy to lure tech companies back into the office post-pandemic. But will a mix of workspaces and cafes be enough to draw the best minds back to a physical workspace? Number 6, Star of the South. In Victoria, the Star of the South project is set to become Australia's first offshore wind farm, spanning an area almost 3/4 the size of Singapore. This project aims to power 20% of Melbourne's households, a major step forward in renewable energy for Australia. But despite its potential, the Star of the South has faced significant delays due to the lack of a legal framework for offshore renewable energy.
We're doing some training today for the Star of the South wind project. These boys will be at sea for 2 years to help establish and identify what the project will be capable of. We're just being trained in the periodic maintenance while they're at sea.
It wasn't until 2021 that a comprehensive legal framework was introduced, allowing the project to gain momentum. With a timeline now extending to possibly past 20 and no contractor yet signed, the future of this renewable energy giant hangs in the balance. Number 5, Snowy 2.0. With 16 dams, 145 kilometers of tunnels, and 8 power stations, it powers nearly 4 million households every year. Now, Snowy 2.0 aims to build on that legacy with a 27-kilometer hydro pump waterway linking 2 dams, providing a giant energy storage system. However, the project has hit several roadblocks. One of the tunnel boring machines hit soft ground, causing a 10-meter wide sinkhole that took months to stabilize. Add to that the delays caused by the global pandemic, and the cost has skyrocketed from $1.3 billion to nearly $8 billion. With the completion date pushed to 2028, can Snowy 2.0 overcome these setbacks and secure Australia's renewable energy future? Number 4, Inland Rail. The Inland Rail project is a massive $9.3 billion initiative to transform freight transport in Australia. This 600-kilometer rail line will link Melbourne to Brisbane, passing through regional areas in Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland. The goal is to meet the rising freight demands of Australia's growing population. The track will handle double-stacked 800-meter-long trains moving at speeds of up to 115 kilometers per hour. Each train will carry as much freight as 110 B-double trucks, significantly easing road congestion. By removing 200,000 trucks from the roads each year, the Inland Rail will not only boost national freight and supply chains, but also improve safety and reduce carbon emissions. Set to be operational by 2027, this project is set to revolutionize Australia's logistics and transport sectors. Number 3, Australia-Asia Power Link. Imagine a solar farm so vast that it could power an entire city. That's the vision behind the Australia-Asia Power Link, a project to build a gigantic solar farm in northern Australia and transmit electricity via a 4,200-kilometer undersea cable to Singapore. This $27 billion project promises to be a game changer for renewable energy, with enough power to supply all of Singapore's households comfortably. However, internal disagreements among the project's original investors have led to delays. While the project is now under the control of Grok Ventures, with only $43 million committed so far, the timeline for completion remains uncertain. Number 2, Sydney Metro. Sydney Metro is one of the biggest public transport projects in Australia. Once finished, it will have 4 new rail lines with driverless trains, connecting the city centre to outer suburbs and the new Western Sydney International Airport. The first line, which opened in 2019, was a success, coming in $666 million under budget. The latest phase, Sydney Metro West, has been especially tough. Initially estimated to cost $18 billion, the price tag has now risen to over $26 billion. Can Sydney's Metro project continue to expand, or will it become another casualty of cost blowouts? Number 1, Melbourne Metro Tunnel Project. Moving on to Melbourne, we have the Melbourne Metro Tunnel Project, with an estimated cost of $11 billion. This project is set to transform Melbourne's public transport system with a new end-to-end rail line. The Melbourne Metro Tunnel will feature twin 9-kilometre rail tunnels from Kensington to South Yarra and include new underground stations: Arden, Parkville, State Library, Town Hall and Anzac. This major infrastructure will alleviate road congestion and enhance connectivity within Melbourne. By linking with existing transport networks and introducing Melbourne's first train-tram interchange, this project aims to improve the efficiency of the rail network and is expected to open in 2025. So, what does this all mean for Australia? On one hand, these mega projects represent the nation's ambitions to lead in innovation, renewable energy, and urban development. On the other hand, they face the challenges that come with such grand visions: budget overruns, political infighting, and delays that stretch on for years. What are your thoughts about these mega projects? Share your thoughts in the comment section.